Welcome into this carrier update presented by Powerfleet. I'm Tony Mulvey, joined by Donnie Gilbert. Donnie, are you a stargazer?
Speaking of stars, good morning, Tony. No, I am not. All right, so we left off talking about diesel fuel prices. We look at DTS.USA, and I bring this up, every day. But I also want to remind and show you DTS can be broken down by the market. So, if you look at the areas that you're running, the lanes that you're running, and find markets in between there, and you can look up their average fuel price. So here in the dark blue, I have Los Angeles, California, $6.63 a gallon average at truck stops. That's a tough one to bite, but that's the West Coast. We'll look at a map to show all that here in just a second. Here in the green line, we have Dallas, Texas, $4.94. A lot closer to the Gulf of Mexico. Prices are going to be a little bit cheaper in that area. Chicago, $5.68 roughly. And of course, I looked at Harrisburg up in the Northeast at $5.88. Seems the Northeast and California kind of competing there over the highest prices. But you can bring up all 135 markets and see what the average price in those markets are and choose which areas along your lanes is the best place to fuel. And that could save you a lot of money, a lot of overhead. Let's pop in here to the next map, though. Right here, this is the map that we've brought up of DTS. The darker the blues, the higher the prices. You look out to the West Coast, it's very, very dark. Those are the highest prices in diesel. Of course, over here in the Northeast, New York area, you see a very dark blue as well. So these are also the other area. And as you get out of this southern Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi area, you'll see that they start to darken in the blues as the prices start to increase. So you can see where you can kind of run and know where some of these prices are going to be the highest by a visual chart and then breaking it down by the markets.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this lane in particular, like in LA to Dallas, right? You pull this map up, you realize, hey, if I can just get across the border, it does get a little cheaper.
Yeah, so you're running in, you want to fill up here, get in, get out, and then refill, and then go. Sure, and the smart guys are doing that, and they're saving this money, and they're going to be the ones that are profitable. The ones that are failing not to really looking at what's going on in the fuel prices, they're going to fail, and they're going to be the ones that go bankrupt. One more chart here right quick. We're just going to give a quick update here on dry van. Volumes are down, 87.41, as you brought up before. A little bit lower than before Memorial Day, a little bit lower than what we were right before the 4th of July. So we are headed in the wrong direction with volumes right now. Things are lightening up. Rejection rates are down to 7.33% here. They're also slightly trending down. We'll see what's coming up. Nothing super intensive that's going to help bring these back up coming up over the next few months. And when we come back, we're going to look at the seasonality view of the VOTRI, and we'll see how it goes over the next few months over the past couple of years.
Awesome. Well, thank you for this update, Donnie. We'll be sure to check in with you again a little later. Right now, we'll take a look at the last 24 hours in freight with our market recap.